If you're over 60, you've likely spent a lifetime putting others first. You've worked hard, raised children, kept families together, showed up when no one else did, and carried more than your fair share. And now the world feels quieter. The pace is slower. The days stretch out in a different way. You might call it retirement, reinvention, or simply your time. But whatever you name it, this chapter comes with a quiet realization. Life is no longer about chasing more. It's about choosing better. And sometimes choosing better means letting go, not adding more to your plate, but finally taking things off it. In today's video, we're diving deep into 9 powerful things you should consider letting go of after 60. Not because you failed, not because something is wrong, but because you've earned the right to live with peace, purpose, and joy. Stay with me until the very end, because the final point might completely change the way you wake up tomorrow morning. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Let go of fear-based saving. Let's talk about money, but not in the way you're used to. For decades, you've probably been told to save for a rainy day. And you did, diligently. You planned, budgeted, skipped things, and built a financial safety net. But here's the question. What if the rainy day already came and went? What if now is the moment you were saving for? I met a retired engineer once who had millions in savings, a paid-off house, and no financial stress. But when his wife suggested they take a trip to Greece, a lifelong dream, he hesitated. What if we need the money later? He said. But I gently asked him, what if later never comes? At some point, fear-based saving stops being helpful and starts stealing your present. You didn't save just to admire your account balance. You saved so you could live. So ask yourself, what's something meaningful you could do with your money today? Because joy, connection, and memories, they don't wait forever. Chapter 2. Let go of spending that drains you. Now that we've tackled saving, let's talk about how you spend. Are you still buying things out of habit, guilt, or pressure? A woman once told me she spent thousands every year on clothes, gifts, and trinkets she didn't need, just to feel busy or generous. But the moment that brought her the most joy, a surprise plane ticket to visit her sister. They laughed, cried, and relived memories from their childhood. That one weekend was worth more than all the shopping bags combined. So here's your permission slip. Let go of spending that feels meaningless. Instead, invest in what lights you up. A weekend with family, a pottery class, a meal at your favorite restaurant with someone who makes you laugh. Don't ask, can I afford this? Ask, will this make my life richer in meaning? Chapter 3. Let go of trading time for money. You've spent most of your life exchanging hours for paychecks. That was necessary. It built the life you now have. But after 60, it's time to evaluate. Are you still working out of joy or fear? If you love your work, fantastic. Keep going. There's no expiration date on passion. But if your job no longer fulfills you, if it drains you, if you stay simply because you don't know who you are without it, then maybe it's time to walk away. I once knew a man who taught high school until 67 because he loved it. But one morning, he woke up and just knew, it's time. He retired with no regrets. You deserve that peace too. Your time is now the most valuable thing you own. Trade it for joy, not obligation. Chapter 4. Let go of someday thinking. How often have you said, I'll do that someday. Someday I'll take that trip. Someday I'll learn to paint. Someday I'll reconnect with my childhood friend. But here's the reality. Someday is not on the calendar. A couple I knew dreamed of traveling the country in a vintage camper. Year after year, they delayed. Until one winter, he had a minor stroke. That was the wake-up call. They packed up, hit the road, and 6 months later, they said it was the best decision of their lives. Not because it was easy, but because they finally lived their dream. Don't wait for the perfect time. Create it. Ask yourself, what's one someday you can turn into today? Chapter 5. Let go of ignoring your health. Let's talk about the real wealth, your health. You can have all the time and money in the world, but without your physical well-being, enjoying life becomes a struggle. You don't need to become a marathon runner or follow a fancy diet. Start small, daily walks, bit of stretching, drinking more water, cutting back on sugar, joining a low-impact fitness class. Your body is your vehicle, and it still has a lot of miles left if you take care of it. You're not trying to chase youth. You're protecting your independence. Because feeling strong and energized, that's what allows you to keep showing up for the life you love. Chapter 6. Let go of people-pleasing. You've spent years trying to meet expectations of your family, your career, your community. But now is the time to ask, what do you want? One client, a woman in her mid-60s, always dreamed of painting, but she hesitated, afraid people would laugh. Eventually, she did it anyway. And it was one of the most fulfilling things she'd ever done. Here's the truth. At this age, you've earned the right to do what makes you happy without needing to explain it to anyone. Want to wear purple every day? Do it. Want to decline that exhausting family event? That's okay. Want to take up dance lessons? Why not? You don't need permission to live for yourself. Chapter 7. Let go of constant negativity. Do you ever watch the news and feel overwhelmed, anxious, or depressed? You're not alone. Staying informed is good, but drowning in negativity every day is not. It poisons your mind. It shrinks your joy. It convinces you the world is only dark. Here's your reminder. The world still has beauty. People still laugh. Strangers still help each other. Music still heals. Love still exists. So protect your peace. Take breaks from the media. Read uplifting stories. Watch something that makes you smile. Because you deserve hope. You deserve joy. And you get to choose what enters your mind. Chapter 8. Let go of financial avoidance or obsession. After 60, you need a clear financial plan, not because you're in crisis, but because clarity gives you peace of mind. Too many people either avoid their finances altogether or obsess over every cent. Neither leads to freedom. Get support. Talk to an advisor if needed. Know your monthly needs and what cushion you have for emergencies. But once the essentials are in place, let go. Let your money do what it was always meant to do. Support your life, not run it. Money is just a tool. And the measure of a good financial plan isn't the number in your bank account. It's how fully you're living. Chapter 9. Let go of the illusion that you have forever. This is the most important one. Let go of the belief that you have all the time in the world. Because the truth is, none of us do. That's not a reason to fear. It's a reason to wake up. If this were your last year, what would you change? Who would you call? What would you say? What would you finally do? Don't wait for a diagnosis or a crisis. Life is happening now. Write the letter. Book the trip. Plant the garden. Apologize. Forgive. Laugh. Cry. Hug someone tight. This moment is your life. Don't sleepwalk through it. So, what are you ready to let go of? Letting go is not about loss. It's about space. Space for joy. For peace. For experiences that make you feel alive. So here's the invitation. What are you ready to let go of starting today? Is it fear? Guilt? A job that no longer brings joy? A habit that weighs you down? Whatever it is, release it with love. Because you're not here just to survive your later years, you're here to thrive in them. Finally, if this video touched your heart, please share it with someone you care about. A friend, a sibling, a spouse, someone who might need this reminder, just like you did. At Insightful Elders, we believe aging is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of a deeper, richer one. So thank you for your presence, your time, and your trust. We'll see you in the next video.